Alright, so welcome to another entry of the vlog. So today I was going to talk about kind of like a bigger topic, and I am going to do that today. Um, so let's get to it. Alright, what I want to talk about today is what I kind of learned yesterday when I was out on uh, interviewing at these two jobs. What I kind of found out after doing research and just interviewing there was that these places are kind of a scam. They are essentially pyramid schemes. Now, they're not technically a pyramid scheme because pyramid schemes are illegal in the United States, at least. What these businesses are called are multi-level marketing firms. And what they essentially are is that they're these companies that you work at the very bottom of the level and you work like up. You're kind of a salesperson essentially. And you work up, you make absolutely no money. It's based on commission, and you work up into management, and they kind of promise you that there's all this fantastic, glorious things that you're going to get out of working for them. Like one of the places I worked at or interviewed at, sorry, I didn't work there, said they start everyone in an entry level position, and they move you up in 6 to 9 months where you become a management. You work at your own office, all that kind of stuff, which is just like, all right. And they're like, this could take a couple of years, but here you can do it in 6 to 9 months. Red flag. That's kind of just selling the idea that you're going to be able to make a lot of money from this job, but it doesn't really talk about the long hours where you're just going door to door and selling freaking coupons. And it's essentially pyramid schemes. Multi-level marketing firms are the legal pyramid schemes by, some critic. One of the places I'm not going to name these places, but one of the places I was interviewing was saying that they had like 400 offices, like 400, 500 offices around the world, and that they're originally from the UK. But I have literally never heard of this firm. Not to mention, I couldn't, like, their office that they brought me to, which was just a talent agency headhunter firm, where I basically just spoke to some guy, giving me the spiel. And in their email, they tell me they're going to let me talk to their CEO. And I didn't talk to their CEO. I talked to some guy who I already forget his name because he was literally so irrelevant to me, and he was just some dude kind of running through the motions. And the interview process said it was going to be 30 to 45 minutes. It was 10 fucking minutes. And not to mention that when I looked up their website and met their team, it was 4 people. 4 people. Four? The CEO was literally sitting in the office of where I interviewed. And I'm like, that wasn't even a company. That was just a place where people go for, it was a headhunter agency. So that tells me that it's not an office. It's a company that hires people to pretty much work from home, going door to door, selling coupons, and you get paid if you make sales. If you don't, you're not going to get paid jack shit, which is just a pyramid scheme, really. And then they like recruit, and then you move up, and hopefully, if you grow, if you make enough sales, you're successful, you can start making more salary, more benefits, all that kind of stuff. And it's just kind of scummy because these marketing firms, when I just saw this on LinkedIn and I just applied to it, and I was wet behind the ears. I'm a college kid, recently graduated college kid, and I didn't know any better. I just applied to this job. They emailed me back literally the day I applied, which is probably now I know is a red flag. And they were just like, come in and interview with us. And oh my God, both of the firms that I applied to happen to be this like awful system. It's scummy. It's awful. All right, to avoid these, just avoid like it's easy to kind of spot. You just do your research on the company, really. They'll say that they do marketing for all these types of different firms. Like one of them said that they advertise for Verizon and all that stuff, which 100% they don't. Any type of advertising that they do for Verizon is probably just selling coupons saying that you get 10% off the next phone you buy at a Verizon store. Like, so I learned my lesson. Really do my research on marketing companies because these pyramid scheme kind of scam artists, trying to lure in new kids to just kind of
make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, and don't be so excited if a company just immediately gets back to you. Like, you'll get an interview eventually for your job, like the job that you want. And don't, like, just because if it's your first job, like if it's your first interview, don't get too excited unless you know it's a trustworthy company. Do your research. These companies tend to be in marketing and sales. These pyramid type schemes, these scams, they tend to be in those businesses, unfortunately. So definitely keep your eye out if you are in that field. Anyways, back to the vlog.
To the movies. Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing It and Mother, like which are like two kind of like horror movies, and they kind of been getting like mixed reviews in the box office. I'm usually alright with scary movies, but seeing them in the theater is a totally different experience than just kind of watching them on like your laptop in the middle of the day or just in your room. Like, hopefully they're good. We'll expect a incredibly brief film review afterwards. All right, time to go pick up my friend Jack, and then on our way to the movie theater. So let's get to it. Let's get to it, shall we? Uh, See you then. Apologies for not recording at the theater. It was pretty dark out, so it didn't have the best lighting. So a quick little movie review on what I thought of It. We actually didn't see Mother because it was late. We were tired, and we we just wanted to go home. So here I am. It was it. It was pretty good. I mean, it was decent. It wasn't honestly the scariest movie I've ever really seen. I didn't actually find it that scary. I mean, definitely the imagery was kind of this is probably the scariest, but overall not the scariest thing I've ever seen. Also didn't really help that there was these kids behind us who were like 12 or 13 years old, and they were literally the worst. I mean, oh my god. We're just screaming their heads off, talking nonstop throughout the movie, and it honestly just ruined the experience for me. Where were their parents? Because I don't know how these people, like, there was like 10 of them. It's an R-rated movie. Why are there 13-year-olds just sitting in the theater watching this movie, screaming their heads off, talking the entire fucking time? Oh my god, it was literally the worst. So that kind of ruined the experience a little bit. I was like, I should have just turned around and said, "Can you please shut up?" But I don't know. I didn't want to be an ass. What could I say? But getting back to the movie, there was definitely some scary parts. It kind of really had that Goonies, Stand By Me kind of vibe. Enjoyed it. Now, still got to see Mother. Excited to watch that movie. Hopefully, can watch that pretty soon. So, thanks for watching. That's the end of the vlog.